full transparency, this is being filmed after the Smackdown episode that will come after the Open. But after Josiah and I recorded it, we had a conversation and we realized with so much uncertainty, with so many questions abounding in the non-YouTube world, it is for the best that after this Sunday's WrestleMania 20 for Alpha and Entertainment Worldwide, the show will be going on hiatus for a few months. The current plan is to bring it back with the first Raw of Year 3 on April the 20th of 2026, which would be the Raw after WrestleMania in the real world. However, if life eases up, it could come back sooner, or if things continue to be challenging, it could get delayed further, because so long as the channel is not profitable, it becomes very difficult to plan out weekly shows, monthly shows, a year's worth of wrestling storylines when real life is in upheaval and hard to know what the right move is. Because for the past 90 days, for the past few months, I've had to take on more responsibility without proper compensation, and it gets so overwhelming, the idea that a place that you've given so much time and effort doesn't seem to reciprocate your loyalty or care that you've given so much of your time, mind, and everything to it. Because the funny thing is, when we enter this most wonderful time of the year, and so many people are taking time away from work to do whatever it is they choose to, bring themselves joy, and yet their responsibilities get thrust upon me, it's challenging to keep going, to figure out how to keep it going. And of all the content on the channel, Alpha and Entertainment Worldwide is the easiest to delay, because it's imaginary. It's not, something that we actually can do. It's playing around with the pieces of the past. And the other thing is that, a lot of the content that goes out throughout the week, I've found a way to make it in short form, to make it easier. And for some reason, YouTube loves pushing shorts, so they get views. Doesn't really constitute subscriber going up or the capacity to be monetized, but at least, I can say they get viewed, so that's good. And the thing is, this was always kind of not really a joke, but kind of, a little bit of a joke. Alpha and Entertainment Worldwide, the merger of World Wrestling Federation, World Championship Wrestling becomes AEW. Ha ha ha. So, with that being the case, it's easiest to put it on hold. And also, there was a year-long hiatus from year 1 to year 2, because so many people had said that the long-form videos I had put out in Alpha Entertainment Worldwide year 1 were too much to take in at one time, and that it'd be better if they were put out in smaller chunks, and so that's what I did in the interim year. But yeah, this break, like I said, it could be months and it could be less months. It really just all depends on how things go over the next few months, because with not just writing but now drawing comics, with just one hit, with one book taking off and becoming profitable, it changes where priorities lie. And so if one of the books that come out in 2026 for Gamble Comics could be a hit, then, it means that I can tell these people that are taking me for granted that no longer do you get that luxury. Here comes the open for the show, and I hope you enjoy the go-home show of Smackdown on the road to WrestleMania 20.
Mania!
It's the go-home show. We're at Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's the Boardwalk Hall, March the 11th, 2004. Thursday night SmackDown. We open in the parking lot where Booker T and Lance Storm are having a New Jersey street fight for the television title.
Oh, yes.
So, much like I often do, the show opens with the way the show closed. Television title, Booker T, Lance Storm. But unlike the way the show ended last week with a new television champion, Lance Storm is able to defeat Booker T by making him tap out on the boardwalk.
And the old school single leg crab.
Exactly.
Legend of the game.
So the Dudley Boys say to the team that inserted themselves in their TLC match, that being the LLC,
Indeed,
that they're no strangers to 3-team ladder matches, whether it be straight up ladders or, in this case, TLC. But this TLC match is happening at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not just going to be 3 teams. The Dudleys get interrupted in their promo by the Towering Titans. A-Train, Test, and Big Show have inserted themselves into the match as well.
Oh my God, there's more?
Yes, so now it's 4 teams of 3 in this TLC match.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
12 bodies.
Say 12 bodies, exactly. So Maven Huffman, Danny Holiday, and Doug Basham are the ones who are going to represent the LLC. And, Big Show, Test, and A-Train represent the Towering Titans.
Beautiful.
Those 3 teams, or those 2 teams of 3, go at it to show why they deserve to be going up against the Dudleys and Koinonis at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
And Test, A-Train, Big Show, they go over when they hit a derailer, a big boot, and a choke slam to cement the fact that the Towering Titans are
big,
tip-top guys.
Yes.
Post-match, we get a graphic that shows Chavo Guerrero is getting a rematch for his Cruiserweight Championship against Paul London this Sunday at WrestleMania. After the graphic shows up, Sheriff Stone Cold also announces a SmackDown Showcase match this Sunday at WrestleMania. It'll be Jamie Noble versus Booker T versus Chuck Palumbo versus Lance Storm. Not a TV title match, just a showcase of SmackDown talent.
Love it.
Speaking of 2/4 of that match, the 2 that haven't already wrestled, Chuck Palumbo goes one-on-one with Headstrong Jamie Noble. And this match plays out the same as last week's encounter when Chuck Palumbo defeats Headstrong Jamie Noble. Although the ending is different when Chuck Palumbo doesn't go for a handshake.
Smart guy.
He doesn't get low blowed.
Smart guy.
Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself. Chuck Palumbo is purely dominant and here to prove that he will not be treated like a fool. Post-match, Booker T is seen in the backstage area nursing his messed up body parts.
Injuries.
Yes, from that chaotic New Jersey Street Fight television title match. He is seen watching the monitor as Palumbo is exiting out, and that's when Lance Storm walks out to acknowledge Palumbo while wearing his title, and Chuck acknowledges him as he leaves the screen, basically.
Indeed.
We get a final WrestleMania promotional video highlighting the 4-team TLC match, highlighting the fact that Rey Mysterio is getting an Intercontinental title rematch against JBL this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Nice.
And it ends with visuals of Eddie Guerrero challenging Shawn Michaels for the Undisputed Championship, and says up next is the first one-on-one Smackdown face-to-face between Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak King, and Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. The show, it closes with Eddie clarifying to Shawn Michaels that Eddie knows Shawn is an all-time legend. AWA, WWF, AEW, tip-top guy all over the planet. But Eddie tells Shawn, I did something you couldn't do. I slayed the beast. I took down the most dangerous man. And this Sunday at WrestleMania, I will fulfill my destiny. I will do my family proud and become the new AEW Undisputed Champion. Shawn Michaels retorts and says, Eddie, I defeated my demons. But there's one demon you'll never overcome, and that's the fact that you're not on my level.
Damn.
And we end with Eddie being a hothead, Shawn being cool as can be, and the title being between the two of them. And that's how we're going to WrestleMania.
It's time.
Thank you.